What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. Listen, you know how we do it on the channel. Got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion for you. What are we going to talk about today? Fragrances that I have been rocking this work week, and also what's new to my collection. Now, before we get into this, I need a little favor from you. I need a little something from you. I need you to like this video if you like it. I need you to share this video if you think it's share worthy. And by all means, if this is your 56th time coming by the channel, I need you to consider doing your boy a favor. Just a small little favor. So, okay. Now that we got the politic and the chicken out the way, let's get right into this video. So we're going to do two parts. Since this was sort of a short work week for me this week, I only worked 4 days, so I have 4 fragrances there, but I have 2 new additions to the family, to the fragrance family, because you see I need some more. I don't have many fragrances. I'm running out of stuff to wear. So let's do what's new in my collection first. Did a trade with the boy JP. Y'all go check his channel out. And as usual, JP is always generous with me. New to my collection from Jean Paul Gaultier is Ultramar. Now, this fragrance draws comparisons to Jeremy Fragrance's Date, or Date draws comparisons to it, whichever way you want to say it. Similar to me, Date is closer to Wanted by Night than it is this. To me, this is fresher, mintier, more playful, where Date is more grown and serious. Nonetheless, I like this fragrance. I really, really do. Great smelling little fragrance. Appreciate you, JP. I like this a lot. Now, what we did was we did a trade. We traded a discontinued fragrance for a discontinued fragrance. So the discontinued fragrance that I gave up was from the house of Van Cleef & Arpels, and it is Midnight in Paris, the EDT. I'm going to send him that beautiful fragrance with that beautiful bottle, and he sent me a discontinued fragrance, and it is one that is equally hard to find and equally as expensive. It is from the house of YSL, and it is L'Homme Sport. Now, YSL did something extremely stupid on this bottle. You can't read the writing. You just can't read it. Just can't, and I don't understand why they would do that. Beautiful bottle, love the red stem. Why you would do that? So even if somebody saw this out somewhere and smelled it, they wouldn't know what, because you can't see that. But nonetheless, this fragrance, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. Does it have that YSL L'Homme DNA? Yes. I'll tell you another DNA that I pick up on this YSL Y Live. I pick up on a little bit of that DNA too. So did YSL discontinue this and bring it back, reincarnated in the scent of YSL Y? I don't know. Did they? Oh, that smells so good. Definitely have the YSL Y. The YSL Y DNA in it, and definitely has the YSL L'Homme DNA in it as well. But again, traded my Midnight in Paris for this, and I think it was a pretty good trade. I've had Midnight in Paris for a while. You know, JP is my boy, so if I can bless him with something and put something in his collection. I messed up and sent him a decan of it, and when I sent him the decan of it, it was over. After that, he was like, Trey, on the cool, I like that. And he just kept on and kept on being this cool, persistent self. And I'm like, Jay, man, if you want it, you can get it, but you're gonna have to give me something good. When I first mentioned it, he was like, nope, I ain't gonna do it. And and I guess he slept on it for a minute, and he was like, okay, Trey, we're gonna trade him out. So, but anyway, I will be wearing this sometime this spring or summer, and I will let you know how it performs and all that when it does. Discontinued fragrance. I think I saw this when I was in Texas at one of the shops we went to. I think it was Mr. Sandy's shop. I want to say, was it Dallas Perfumes? We was on Harry Hines. One of the shops we visited on Harry Hines. And it was like $250, $225, $250. So it's a little bit easy to get than the Van Cleef & Arpels, but nonetheless, I haven't worn it in years, so JP wanted, he can get it. Okay, now, that's what's new in my collection. What I wore this week at work. Again, short week, only worked 4 days this week, Sunday through Wednesday, because I needed some time off just for some personal reasons. But anyway, Sunday, And I'm going to try to recall the weather. I need to start writing this stuff down. I'm going to try to recall the weather, but I can pretty much tell the weather about the fragrance that I wore. Sunday was a little bit warm as we're getting ready for some rain. I want to say it was about 70 degrees out. So I reached for one that I thought fit that type of weather, and it is from the House of Guess, and it is 1981. Not indigo, just regular 1981. And I really, really like this fragrance. I like it a lot. I think it smells really good. I like that. Tropical, coconutty. It does not smell like a cheap fragrance, but it is a relatively cheap fragrance. You can find this 100 ml bottle for around $20. That is hard to beat. It just smells good. But Guess is a house, I think, that doesn't get enough love. I really do. I don't think they get enough love because I've smelled a lot of fragrances from Guess. I have a lot of fragrances from Guess, and they all smell good. They really do. Great warm weather climate fragrance right here. The hotter, the better. Spray on and enjoy it. Did not receive any compliments from this fragrance. I don't think. No, not from any of my customers or anybody that I work with either. Still, but I tell you, they're bad about coming to me 2 weeks later and be like, whatever you had on the other day smells good. I'm like, you got to say something to me then, because I have no idea what you're talking about. But Guess 1981, nice warm weather fragrance. That's what I wore Sunday. Now Monday, I talked about the trade. Well, I got my package in Monday, and just like a little kid, I ripped it open. And what was my scent of the day Monday? Ultra Mall by Jean Paul Gaultier. This fragrance, again, fresh, minty, has some of the Le Male DNA in it. It really reminds me a little bit of In the Navy. It has sort of that mintiness in it, but again, very juvenile, very playful type of scent. I could definitely see a young man in his teens all the way to his 50s or 60s liking this. I'm in my 40s and I like it. I enjoyed it. Did not receive any compliments. It did get me through my 5-6 hour shifts without having to reapply it, and it was warm that day because we were getting ready for some rain and some storms the next day. So it was a really, really warm day here. That was the day my people out in Texas got hit with all that bad weather. So again, loved it. Smells really good. I picked up the shirt that I had on and could still smell it on that shirt pretty good. So I'm pretty sure if you spray it on your clothes, you're gonna get 8 to 10 hours easily out of it. Off of skin, you may get 5, 6, or 7. So it's not a monster, but it's not a poor performer by any means. Again, fruity, playful, green, fresh, vibrant type of scent. Similar to Date for Men, but not really. Similar, but not really, if you know what I mean. Date for Men is a better smelling fragrance than this. I'll just be honest with you. The problem I had with Date for Men was the bottle. Great smelling fragrance. If that stuff had been in a better bottle, I would have kept it. But I wasn't going to wear it. And guess who ended up with it? Doggone JP. I sent it to him. But anyway, Ultra Mall, good little fragrance. Don't buy this thinking that you're getting a substitute for Date for Men, because it's not. Maybe if you had Worn It by Night and you layered the two or something, then maybe. But nonetheless, great little fragrance. This was my scent of the day Monday, and did not receive any compliments either. Tuesday was the day that we got the weather here. And I just, I'm always playing in my fragrances, looking for inspirations, looking for inspiration to do my fragrances, my reviews, and I was just playing in my oils. So I reached up in my oils and pulled out one of those and wore it because it was a cloudy, stormy day here. And it is a cologne, of course, because it's an oil of Polo's Supreme Cashmere. And I was trying to see the name on this oil so I could tell you where to go to get it if you wanted it. And I cannot. What I may do is take a picture of this and see if I can blow it up and put it right here when I get ready to edit this video so that you can see where to get this. Now, this reminds me a little bit of Tom Ford Fabulous. A little bit. It's got that same vibe, that same energy, but it's a little bit cleaner than Tom Ford Fabulous. You know what I mean? Tom Ford Fabulous has a little bit of a dirty smell. This has a little bit of a clean smell, but nonetheless, it's a great smelling fragrance, and I absolutely love my oils, especially if you like fragrances that are not monster projectors. Believe me, you can smell these things and you smell them quite a while. Do not put this stuff on your clothes because it may not come out. The oils are deep, 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 and they will stain. But the thing I like about these oils, just like a really well-made cologne that you get from Sensual or Dapper or 3-in-1 or Making Sense. I've got to try some Making Sense stuff. I need to place an order with him. The longer those bad boys sit, the stronger, more potent and rich they get. And the same thing can be said for these oils. Really good oil, really good high quality oil. But nonetheless, this fragrance I think smells good. I know Supreme Cashmere has been discontinued and the prices on it are ridiculous. I'll just keep wearing the oil. Nonetheless, this was my scent of the day, Tuesday. And again, did not receive any compliments, but no, not Tuesday. It's Sunday, Monday. Yes, Tuesday. But it was a cloudy, rainy day, and people were trying to get in and out of the store. You know, the only people that were enjoying that day were ducks. Great day to be a duck. That was my Tuesday. Wednesday, which was, y'all will see this video Thursday, so it was yesterday. My scent of the day again. After the rain, it turned off cool, gloomy, cloudy. So I wanted to wear something kind of cuddly, kind of romantic, just kind of inviting. So I went with Vera Wang for Men. And every time I mention this fragrance, to me it smells like Dolce & Gabbana The One EDT. That's the vibe I get. I have a sub, and he always says it's a clone of Tom Ford something or another, but to me it smells like Dolce & Gabbana The One. And several other people say the same thing, but that doesn't matter. It was my scent of the day, and again, it did get me through my shift. Again, no compliments, but again, it was cold and gloomy. It wasn't, I didn't even have that many customers, so it wasn't the type of day that I would normally receive compliments anyway. But I'm only saying that so for those of you who are wondering, you know, did you get any compliments or anything like that? No, didn't. But great smelling fragrance. Nice little inexpensive date night fragrance if you're looking for one. I think it can be worn winter, summer, spring, or fall. It has a very niche, rich, quality smell to it. It does not smell like a $20, $30 fragrance that you can get. And when this fragrance came out, it's no telling what they were charging for it, because Vera Wang, who was famous for dresses, when this fragrance came out, was charging an arm and a leg for everything. About like Ed Hardy. If you remember when Ed Hardy fragrances, or when Ed Hardy hit the scene, people were paying $50, $60 for a trucker hat just because it had Ed Hardy. Now you can get that stuff at Walmart or anywhere else. But nonetheless, and also this was a fragrance that was Will Smith's signature scent. So if it's good enough for the Fresh Prince, it's good enough for y'all. Definitely good enough for the tray. So, but nonetheless, my scent of the day was Vera Wang for Men, and I do enjoy that fragrance. And I got a little treat for you here. I'm going to give you a first impressions, because JP enclosed a little something in my box for me, and this is from the house of Gucci, and this is Gucci Guilty Parfum. Off the top, you definitely pick up on the Gucci Guilty DNA. And as a fan of Gucci Guilty, I can tell you this is one I will definitely be purchasing. Very well-made fragrance, no alcohol, very high quality. I can tell you off the top, Gucci did a really good job with this one, in my humble opinion. And here's why: because they took a great fragrance and made it a parfum edition. It's everything that you would expect a parfum to be. It's less loud, it's much more smooth, it's toned down, it's a little bit deeper and a little bit richer, which is exactly what, in my opinion, the parfum concentration to an EDT should be. Whew, that smells good. But it's still got that sweetness, but it's more of a modern sweetness. That's nice. I will definitely be purchasing a bottle of this. I think I'm going to wait till the price comes down on it because I'm in no hurry to get it because I have tons of fragrances coming in. As a matter of fact, I'm awaiting a package now that's got 5 or 6 fragrances in it. So I can't wait to get that in. We're going to be doing this again, another first impressions and what's new in the collection. But that may be in tomorrow, maybe in Friday. I hope it comes in tomorrow. I really do. I'm excited. Is it a redundant purchase if you have Gucci Guilty or Gucci Guilty Black? No, it's not. You will have the DNA of Gucci Guilty, but darker, still sweet, and a little bit more refined and less loud is what you get. And then it's starting to turn a little bit earthy, like something from Amouage. So this is a beautiful little fragrance. Man, if y'all get a chance, run out to your Dillard's or someplace that you can and smell this fragrance. I like it. Did you see it put a smile on my face? That's lovely. Man, oh man. That's the beautiful thing about having brothers in Fragcom. Reach out and take care of each other. And anyway, excuse my voice. Anyway, man, I'm gonna get off of here, upload this video, thumbnail it, get it up so you guys can see it. Again, thank you all for returning to the scene of the crime. I greatly appreciate it, guys. I really do. You already know. I love you all, and God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.